Let's get a quick take on Magic Johnson speaking at a Denver City Council meeting this week on how DIA should proceed with remodeling the airport security checkpoint. Magic Johnson Enterprises is among a group of international companies seeking the contract to be part of the new Great Hall space. Patty Calhoun from Westward. So is it time for showtime at DIA?
Well, if it's 1975 in Denver when we're impressed with any celebrity coming here, I would be more impressed if we had local people out there talking about what they want to do at DIA. Very slowly, we've gotten some really good local stores, a tattered cover, local identities. I don't know why we need the international people to come turn this into an international shopping center. So I'll be watching really closely to make sure it doesn't become that.
David Kopel from the Independence Institute and DU Law School. I think Patty brings up a good point because there is a pretty big philosophical shift from a place that we've known for 20 years as the security area and the big area for the terminal, now almost being turned into Mall of America, at least from what we've seen so far. What do you think?
I think it's a dramatic change in Denver after the taxpayers already paid for doing it the one way to tear that all up and rearrange everything drastically with a shopping mall and moving the security and many other changes. So the good thing about Magic Johnson getting involved is this makes the public more aware of the whole thing. Lots of things the city of Denver does nobody pays attention to, and then you end up, oh, we accidentally lost $500 million. So greater public attention to this will hopefully make the process work better.
Ed Sealiver from the Denver Business Journal. What kind of other competition will Magic Johnson have for this gig?
Well, ironically, Larry Bird is also competing. No, you know, I don't know. And that's the thing about Magic Johnson coming out here is it seemed like if it did anything, it kind of distracted from the issue of what's actually going on out there. I mean, the details of what they're looking to do are still kind of murky. DIA officials have always seemed to want to make this not just an airport that people pass through, but one that they come out to, which is still a bit head-scratching, being that it's located 23 miles from the city center. I mean, they're really trying to ramp up some of the things like putting on movies on the new plaza between the hotel this summer. If you could possibly get out there on a train that doesn't stop for 2 hours on its way out there. So I don't know what his competition is, and I think this really does need to be vetted a little bit more, and maybe we ought to pay attention to what we're going to spend $400 million on rather than the millionaire who's coming in to help this.
Right on the panel today for his first time on the show, Ian Silveri, Executive Director from Progress Now, Colorado. Thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Do you think that the Denver City Council will be swayed by Magic's celebrity status?
Well, looking at some of the coverage, it seems like some of them would be and some of them won't be. I mean, at the end of the day, one of the conversations they had were around minority contractors and making sure that if, in fact, the city does enter into some kind of project here, that they make sure that not only are the minority contractors represented well, but they're actually paid and they actually do the work that they're paid to do. Personally, I don't kind of get it. Dude ain't even a Denver Nugget, so he's a Laker. Why are we listening to him? At the end of the day, I agree with Patty, we should be talking to people who are local about local issues.